It's the weekend of Friday, July 24th on the Daily Word. And oh, what a beautiful day. What a great way to start the weekend with the opening game of the Chicago Cubs. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, they won. They played beautifully. It was wonderful hearing the commentary. It was wonderful hearing the Wrigley Field organist and all of that. And it somewhat inspired and matches serendipitously my word for today. Grace. Grace. Now, a lot of times, the minute we think of grace, we think of the wonderful non-denominational blessing that many of us do before a meal to honor the food and honor the people who prepared the food. And yet we can also think of grace in the sense of the definition, elegance of beauty or form or manner or motion or action. And that makes me think of Anthony Rizzo, 44, first home run, opening day, opening game of the season. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay. And then grace can mean a favor or a goodwill, or it could also be the name of a very, very dear friend. And one of the other reasons I chose this word for today is because today is the birthday of the Anglican clergyman John Newton, born in London in 1725. His father was a ship captain. His mother died young. He joined his father on the ship. He tried to desert the Royal Navy, and he was publicly flogged and demoted for that. Later, he was actually sold as cargo onto another ship that was a slave dealer, an African slave dealer. He ended up a captain on that, doing cargo back and forth to Europe and sugar plantations in the African transatlantic slave trade. However, in 1748, he had a spiritual conversion on a journey back to England because he almost drowned in a terrible storm, but he prayed to God and the ship did not sink. So after that, he stopped drinking, gambling, he married the love of his life, and he became a minister, an ordained minister. And he gave up the slave trade. He became an abolitionist. And later in his life, he had a best-selling pamphlet called Thoughts Upon the Slave Trade. That was in 1788, where he described the fatal conditions of slave ships that he once was captain of. Now, most of us don't think about John Newton, but we are very, very familiar with one of the most famous, iconic hymns. He wrote Amazing Grace. So you can think about that when, and if you hear that, since it's sort of universal in its musicality and its meaning, that it was written by a former clergyman who was a slave trader for a long period in his life and then became an abolitionist and worked to make sure that slavery was not going to happen. And he is quite a hero, I think, and an example of amazing grace. He and Anthony Rizzo. Okay, thanks for joining me tonight. I will see you tomorrow. Till then, stay safe, stay sane, stay you.